Welcome to episode 4, Chung Ju-Yung, Hyundai, and the Rise of South Korea. I chose Chung Ju-Yung for 3 reasons. First, he was a runaway kid. Now, I already covered 2 runaway kids self-made billionaires, Benjamin Franklin and Jesse Livermore. Second, he's a nation-building billionaire. I have already covered 2 nation-building billionaires. They are John Hancock and Benjamin Franklin. Third, I wrote my dissertation on South Korea, and I also drive a Hyundai. He was born in 1915 in Gangwon, which is in North Korea today. Korea was then under Japanese colonial rule. He was the eldest of 7 kids. His dream was to become a school teacher. His family was too poor and he was forced to quit school. He tried to run away. The first time he failed. The second time he also failed. Finally, in 1933, in his 3rd attempt, he succeeded. He sold his father's cow, and with the money, he bought a train ticket to Seoul. This time, he never returned. He was 18 years old. In Seoul, he worked delivering rice on bicycle. In 1937, at age 22, he bought the rice store on credit when the owner retired. He soon lost his rice business when the Japanese military took over rice distribution in World War II. In 1939, at age 24, he founded Adu Service Car Garage with a 3,001 loan. Soon he lost his business again when the Japanese occupation forced him to merge with the steel plant. In 1947, he saw the need for reconstruction effort after World War II. He started Hyundai Construction. Hyundai means modern in Korean. Then another disaster struck. In 1950, North Korea invaded South Korea. Chung lost his entire business for a 3rd time. He fled Seoul to Busan. Again, he lost everything. This is the picture of Chung Ju-Yung and his wife in 1953. He was 38 years old. The Korean War had just ended, and he was well positioned to take advantage of the next construction boom. In the 1960s, Hyundai won major government contracts to build South Korea's transportation infrastructure, including the Soyang Dam in 1967 and the Gyeongbu Expressway in 1970. This is the map of Gyeongbu Expressway. It connects Seoul to Busan. This is the picture of President Park Chung-hee and the First Lady cutting the ribbon for Gyeongbu Expressway. In 1970, Chung saw the opportunity to enter the shipbuilding industry. He faced 3 obstacles: no experience, no capital, and no shipyard. But Chung never gave up. He eventually obtained funding from English banks. Then he did something revolutionary. He would build the first ship and the shipyard at the same time. Nobody had ever done anything like that before. But in 2 years, he had built his first ship and the shipyard. This is a picture of Chung Ju-Yung in Ulsan shipyard. By late 1980s, South Korea would be #1 in shipbuilding in the world. Chung also founded Hyundai Motors in 1967. This is a picture of the Hyundai Pony. It would be the first Korean car exported to the US in 1975. In 2016, Hyundai is the world's 4th largest vehicle manufacturer. The Hyundai plant in Ulsan is the world's largest automobile manufacturing plant. Beginning in 1965, Hyundai began construction projects overseas, first in Nepal and Vietnam, then to Thailand and Alaska and Australia. By mid-1970s, Hyundai would be the largest overseas construction company in the Middle East. This is a picture of Chung Ju-Yung in Saudi Arabia in 1979. In 1987, Chung resigned as active chairman of the Hyundai Group and announced he was beginning a new career in politics. In 1992, he ran as the presidential candidate for South Korea. He lost. After his failed presidential bid, he would concentrate on diplomacy. He tried to be the bridge between South Korea and North Korea. He also helped South Korea win co-host to the 2002 World Cup. This is a picture of Chung donating 1,001 cows to North Korea in 1998. This is a picture of Chung Ju-Yung with North Korean leader Kim Jong-il. In 2001, Chung Ju-Yung died. He was 86. This is a table that summarizes the major achievements of Chung Ju-Yung. It's a long list. At the end of the Korean War in 1953, South Korea was one of the poorest countries in the world. Yet by 2001, South Korea had emerged as a global industrial power. The story of Chung Ju-Yung is the story of the rise of South Korea. And just like Benjamin Franklin, he would excel in 7 to 8 different industries, from automobiles to shipbuilding, from constructions of dams to constructions of highways, from politician to diplomat. Chung is a nation-building self-made billionaire and one of the best entrepreneurs the world has ever seen. Thank you for watching. I will do video Chung Ju-Yung Part 2, Strategies and Lessons. Please subscribe and leave your comments and questions below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.